Hi guys, it's Monique from earlylearningmom.com. I just thought I would come and do a quick intro. One thing I talked about recently, or last week actually, on my, where I discussed a homeschool burnout, was I had to get more organized. And one of the things I had to get more organized on was suppers and the amount of time spent going to the grocery store and planning what we're going to have for supper. And I think that's like one of the biggest disagreements that my husband and I have is what we're going to have for dinner. And so I just decided, I had seen a lot of YouTubers do grocery hauls and meal planning. And so we are probably going tonight to go do some shopping for a large deep freeze, because right now I just have my fridge and an apartment size freezer, and that's just, it can hold stuff, but it's, by the time we get the cat's food in there, we get different things, it just doesn't hold what we need it to hold. And I'd like to do some freezer cooking, and it's just not going to happen with that. I think it's like, I want to say like 3 square feet, or however they measure them, 3.9 something. It's super tiny. It was one I had in my apartment when I first moved out on my own. So anyhow, my husband and I sat down and we made a menu plan. And so like tonight we had some leftover steaks from when we went to the cabin that we never actually cooked up. So we're going to have steak, the kids are going to have chicken, and we're going to have potatoes and corn. Tomorrow we're having, because I'm Canadian, we're having our Thanksgiving dinner. Ours is the third Monday, of October. And so we're actually having it a week early because Wesley is going to be with his dad. So we're going to have it on Sunday, so we'll have a turkey dinner. And then Monday we're going to have leftovers. Tuesday I'm gone to my Weight Watchers and my work night, so my husband is going to have salmon, and the kids, I'm going to have something whipped up for them, probably more leftovers. And Wednesday we're going to do like a shake and bake, which is, I call Weight Watcher chicken fingers, because shake and bake is actually super low in points. And so I cut up the chicken into like chicken strip sizes and shake and bake it, and with some seasoning, and it's super low in points and super yummy. And then Thursday we're going to do pasta and meat sauce. I really wanted to do gnocchi, but I couldn't find any gnocchi, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, I'm probably butchering it. But then Friday we're going to do lemon chicken and rice. Saturday hubby and I are going to make split pea soup out of the leftover ham and the ham bone from this Sunday, because we're cooking an in-bone ham. And we're going to do some split pea soup and maybe some sandwiches. And so in that case, I'm going to freeze the ham bone and the leftover ham, and then we'll boil it up and make some broth. And then Sunday we are actually going to Travis's family's for Thanksgiving dinner. So I'm going to be making some cabbage rolls, lazy cabbage rolls, like a crock pot full. So I have all this, I got all the stuff for that. And I am going to, and then we're just going to have dinner there. Then the following Monday, so the 14th, we're going to have a roast beef dinner. Tuesday, Travis is going to have salmon again, and I'll have something whipped up for the kids. Wednesday, we're going to do a pork roast. Thursday, we're going to do tacos. And Friday, I have steak marked down, but I forgot to buy more steak. So I think we have lots of other things. We'll probably do chicken, or maybe another taco night, or maybe leftovers, chili. I haven't decided yet, but there's lots left. And then I plunked in a few other meals, another roast beef, macaroni and hamburger, and another tacos. So that's just kind of our plan, and I have it laid out in this little chart here. Now, the amount of food that we landed up getting and the amount of leftovers I think we're going to get, I think I can stretch this more than 2 weeks, but I just plotted it in as 2 weeks. I anticipate going shopping on the 19th. However, I don't think we'll be able, I think we'll be able to push it a lot longer. So anyhow, without further ado, actually I should explain a little more. Yesterday I went to the butcher. You're going to see what we got there. We went and did a late night shop at Superstore. And then this morning I went to Freshco, Walmart, and Sobeys to get the rest of the items that I needed. And yeah, so you're gonna kind of get a different feel for me with the Superstore haul when I show you what we got there. I had my teenage stepdaughter there and my husband, and we were really tired, and so I might not have much pep in my voice when I'm showing you what we got, just because I felt very I don't know, self-conscious about doing my videos, and I kind of need to get over that. Like, I'm sitting in a parking lot right now and there's people all around me, and I'm just pretending that I am doing like a Facebook Live, not a Facebook Live, but like a FaceTime. But I don't know why. I have a hard time doing this in public. So anyhow, without further ado, this is what we got. I'm really hoping, like, something about this, I don't know, I feel security and I feel peace about it. And where it makes my husband anxious, like, he's like, what if something happens to the little freezer downstairs? What if something happens to our fridge? We've spent like a good chunk of our grocery budget already, and what if something happens? And I mean, it could happen. We do have money in savings and stuff like that should something happen. Obviously we don't want to hit it up for food, but I think we'll be okay. And a lot of the stuff we bought is non-perishable, so, or not non-perishable, but like it sits on the shelf, and so the chances of both freezers, like the freezer and the fridge, going out at the same time is also very unlikely. So I think it makes him anxious, but it gives me security, and I know I have a plan. It's less things to think about, and so I can just pull out the night before what we're eating, and the next day just cook it up and be done with it. There's no conversation. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want? What do we have? I don't want any of that. It's just, this is what it is, and I'm just gonna plop out meals, and I think it'll be good. I think it's going to alleviate some of this homeschool burnout. I also made a plan for daycare lunches and daycare snacks, and I'm hoping that'll help me too, have everything and just not have to sit there at, like, 11 o'clock. Oh my gosh, what am I going to serve? Because I'm not licensed, and I can go by what the kids want, or how many kids I have and what those particular kids like. I might plan something, and then one of the kids that doesn't like, I don't know, let's say pizza isn't there, and the rest of the kids love it, and I'll change my mind and I'll make a little homemade pizza or something. I will have flexibility, but the fact that I have all of the ingredients and all of the things I need, and I can just kind of check off what we've served and know what we have left, and even if we don't eat our suppers and our snacks in order, then we have it. So anyhow, I'll send you through to the video, and I hope this is helpful. Like, I'm just kind of doing this for accountability for myself as well. So anyhow, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you in a bit. We're going back in time now. Okay, so our first stop was the butcher. I'm on my way to drive west to Cadets, but I needed somebody to stay in the car with Z before we went. So I picked up these two big pork roasts. So this will make like a meal with leftovers, or yeah, probably a meal with leftovers, or if not, 2 meals each. One was $13.73 and one was $15.68. And then I also got 2 of these beef roasts to do in the Instant Pot, just like a nice roast beef dinner. So this one was $18.28, and this one was $17.38, and I had them all cryovac just so they'd stay better. And I also got some beef jerky, because if I come out of the butcher without any beef jerky, I get in trouble by my kids. So I think this total bill was $67, and this will make 4 to 6 meals for a family of 5. Probably, I'd say for sure 6. So anyhow, that was our first stop. Another thing I did pick up, this is at Walmart the other night when I went to go get Wesley's winter jacket. I am missing a box. One must have fell off in the van. But I got this case of stovetop stuffing, and they were 47 cents each, and they're good until October 2020. So that's a lot cheaper than, sometimes they cost like up to $2 each. So to get them for 47 cents, I bought 12, and we'll probably use 4 or 5 for Thanksgiving, and we'll probably use the rest at Christmas time if we host a big Christmas. If not, they'll get used periodically for chicken dinners and stuff like that. Okay, so we're back. I didn't get any clips at the actual grocery store, but I'm going to lay out all of our food. I'll probably lay out the cold stuff, and then like the kitchen stuff, and then the household stuff. We spent, I think it was about $540. I'll figure it out. I have to find one of the receipts. My husband stuck it in the bag, but we had 2 carts, and we got about $48 worth of PC points, which we can use to buy more groceries. So basically we got $48 off our, we usually save those for Christmas. We flushed out our last ones when we went on our cabin trip last. We went shopping about a week or 2 ago for that, so we had bought a bunch of convenience food for Grandma and Chloe and Zakari to have while we were gone, and then we bought a bunch of, like, you know, treats and stuff like that for us to enjoy while we were at the cabin. So I'm gonna set this up and I will show you what we bought, and if I can find the receipt I will give it a breakdown, but this is what we got, and I will, yeah, we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so for meat, we grabbed, we'll start off over here, we got a big bone-in ham, and I think this was under $12, yeah, $11.33. That's for Thanksgiving, or early Thanksgiving dinner. Canadians have it in October, so we're celebrating. And we also got a turkey, and I believe this was $16. It's a pretty big one. And then we grabbed 2 things of ground beef to make several meals. It's extra lean, so I think in the States that's $95.5, but it was 30% off of 16 and 16 as well. Z really likes these French fries, so we got crinkle cut and straight cut. Huge bag of corn for sides. Hubby wanted some guacamole, so he got the spicy one. So he got that, and we also got some salmon that he's going to have on Tuesdays when I'm not here, because I don't like salmon, but he does. I only got 1 thing of eggs because they're on sale at Freshco, but Superstore matched the prices, but they'd only let me get 1, so I'm going to go tomorrow and stock up on some eggs because I have this for breakfast every day. We got 2 blocks of salted butter. We also got just a couple apples. We have some, and they're on sale at Walmart, and I'd like to get some nicer ones. The only nice ones were really big. We also have got some pulp-free orange juice, but as you can see, he's already dived into it. And we got this bacon, and it's kind of, it looks like really gross bacon, but the nice thing about it is we put it around our turkey when we cook it to keep it moist, and it makes the drippings for the gravy taste really good, so the fattier the better when it comes to that. We just grabbed 1 tomato, and that's for breakfast tomorrow for BLTs. We grabbed some black forest ham. I forgot to grab bread, so I'm going to have to grab that when I grab more eggs. I got some peppers, and this is for my chili that I'm going to make for the freezer. Got 2 cabbages for some lazy cabbage rolls that we're doing for a Thanksgiving dish. We got 2, actually I lied, we got 3 loaves of gluten-free bread for Z, and 2 things of vanilla yogurt for daycare. Okay, so we also got 5 of these sweet apple sauces for daycare. A value pack, a 36-cup value pack of different apple sauces for quick snacks for daycare. And my daycare kids are crazy about mac and cheese, so I just grabbed a case. We've been doing a lot of shake and bake chicken fingers. They're kind of lower in Weight Watcher points, so I just got this value pack. I also got Z 2 bags of these gluten-free pretzel sticks, some diced tomatoes for chili, an assortment of different kidney beans, red, white, and black beans for chili, and then a few extra black beans to go with like salsa and chicken and burritos. Got a bunch of these alphabet noodles that the daycare kids like. 4 boxes of the gluten-free chocolate chip cookies for Z. Some chips to go with some guacamole. The kids really like this popcorn, so I know I could pop it, but it just doesn't taste the same, so we grabbed that. We got a bunch of these, 4 of the Campbell's tomato soup for lazy cabbage rolls, pasta sauce for pasta and meat sauce, Dijon horseradish mustard, a bunch of split peas. We're going to take that ham and turn it into a split pea soup with the leftovers after. Some granola bars just for snacks, and some of these bear paw crackers. The daycare kids like these for snack. I got some all-purpose flour to make pancakes and pizza dough and stuff like that. Pineapple juice. One is for the ham. I already have the sliced pineapples, and the other one is just for juice. Chopped garlic for dishes. Wonder butter for the Ritz crackers for daycare kids. One of my daycare kids' moms is severely allergic to peanuts, so I try not to feed her that just in case. And we got these are on sale. They're usually like $3. They're these wholesome fruit chews that Z likes, so we grabbed a bag. They were $1.50. I also got these mini granola bars for daycare. Often they'll just waste a whole granola bar, so these are mini, so they don't go to waste. And like I said, the Ritz crackers, the cheddar cheese snack crackers for a different treat. We also got 20 pounds of potatoes, kind of a mix for Thanksgiving dinner and sides, and homemade French fries. And finally, my guilty pleasure, we got some Coke Zero, and that is, yeah, that's just for me. Okay, so it's the next day now, and I just didn't get around to filming our household stuff, so I thought I would come do that, and then I'll show you what I picked up today at a few other stores. So we needed garbage bags, so I got this big box of 100 garbage bags, and the last ones I bought at Walmart, they were kind of stinky. Like they had like almost like an artificial lavender smell to them. They didn't mention anything on the bag, but or a box, but I like the no-name ones. They don't have a smell to it. I got 2 big jugs of this EcoMax laundry detergent, and we go through about a jug and a half a month, and I have a fresh one, but I figured I want to stay ahead of it, so I grabbed 2. I also grabbed a big thing of 30 rolls of toilet paper. This will probably last us a month and a half, 2 months. I grabbed some spoons for Wes's lunch. Sometimes my metal spoons don't come home, so figured we'd get some disposables. I also got 4 things of Colgate toothpaste for the family. I prefer Thieves toothpaste, but they prefer just regular toothpaste. This is about the only like chemical cleaner I use is toilet bowl cleaner. Everything else I try to use like Thieves or some sort of, you know, eco-friendly. But with the toilet, it's just, yeah, I need to get that clean. We got some zipper snack bags, and I'm going to divvy up some of these bear paws and different cookies and stuff like that into snacks for Wes's lunch and for daycare snacks. I also grabbed 2 of the bigger, no, these are the smaller ones. It was cheaper to get 2 of the smaller ones of parchment paper as opposed to the big ones. I also grabbed a big jug of eco-friendly dishwash soap. I still have probably about, I don't know, a quarter of a jug, but I'm not entirely sure that'll last me the whole month. So I grabbed this, but that'll probably take us well into next month. And finally, I got some Clear Care what is this? Contact solution. I still have one bottle, but I'm concerned. I never like to run out of this stuff because then you'll end up having to run into the drugstore and paying way more. So I figured I'd grab one now and put it in the cupboard, and this will probably, I won't have to buy this next month, I'm sure. So that is our household items. I also went to Walmart and Sobeys today just for a quick run in. I got 2 packs of chicken, and we go through a lot of chicken here. I got a great sale on chicken at No Frills a couple of weeks ago, but I'm kind of concerned it's not gonna last us the month. I still probably will go buy another 2 trays of chicken halfway through the month. We just go through a lot. So these are 2 for $20. And they're good sizes. They're this one's 1.18 kgs and that one's 1.19. So I'd say there's a couple of pounds of chicken each. And I needed pepper, and I was gonna run into the dollar store, but it's raining outside and I really didn't want to take more trips than I needed. And so these were 3 for $5, and I figured it's actually cheaper than buying it at the dollar store. So I grabbed that. And then I went into Sobeys with the intentions of finding some of Z's cereal, but it's been really hard to find. So I was going for cereal and my husband's soap, and he really likes this Bee Pollen soap works. So I grabbed 4 of them, and they were $1.99 each. So this is just a little over $8 at Sobeys. Okay, so this is my last trip today, and we should be good for a couple weeks now. Okay, I know you guys are all thinking it. What's with all the Coke Zeros? Okay, a couple of weeks ago at Freshco, they had a sale, and it was $2 for these 6-packs. And they usually go between like $4 and almost $6. And as you guys, I mentioned earlier in the video, Coke Zero is my mama fuel. I will kick the habit eventually. I know it's bad for me. I know it has aspartame, but you know what? Sometimes mama needs something to keep going. So these are not all mine. 4 of them are mine, and then I grabbed 2 for my parents. We ended up getting rain checks, so if they don't have the product at Freshco, when you go to buy it, they'll give you a rain check, and it'll actually take off 10%. So we landed up only paying $1.80 for each of these. So I stocked up, and they will get drank, unfortunately. I also grabbed eggs. They were on for $2.27 for 18. So I grabbed 3 more. I grabbed 1 yesterday at Superstore, but they would only let me take 1 at that price. At No Frills, there was no price, there was no limit. Now, it's not as good of a deal as I got in Target in the States. When I went down there, I was able to get these for 99 cents. So converted, that's like $1.25, $1.30 in Canadian money. But so for $1, you know, $2.29, I gotta take it. I also got 1 loaf of bread. I got the Ziggy's ham yesterday at Superstore, so but I forgot to buy bread, and so I'm gonna turn these all into ham and cheese sandwiches and put them in the freezer for Wes for lunch. So it's super quick. I just pull out a sandwich, and then it's thawed by the time he has lunch. It just saves me, you know, making a sandwich, or him making a sandwich, and having crumb mess and cleaning up every day. I know I got some of these at Superstore, but they had more at Freshco, and there wasn't a limit, so I grabbed 2 more. They're good until February, so I figured I'd stick them with my daycare snacks, or if, you know, anybody wants some, they can have some. Celery was on sale at Safeway for $1.29, so I price matched because they didn't have, they didn't have it at Superstore, and I was going to price match it, so they were out. I got all of these apples for like $6, and they were like so nice. I'm finding right now, even though it's apple season, the apples haven't been that nice, and these look delicious. So I had price matched these. They were 96 cents, but they were on sale for 76 cents at Walmart, so I price matched those, and they gave them to me for that price. And then these carrots, the 3-pound bags were 97 cents, so we're going to probably use I have some carrots to use with the turkey, like when we cook the turkey tomorrow. And then we're probably going to cook up some of these to have as a side. And then some will be turned into turkey soup. And my husband likes carrot juice, so I will probably make him a carrot juice out of one of these bags. So that was my Freshco haul. And it came out to be, I still haven't put this away. This is like Thanksgiving stuff that we're going to be using tomorrow. So this was like $37. So I thought that was a great price considering those drinks in the back can be up to like $5 or $6 each. So anyhow, that is it for my Freshco haul.